Hip hop since 1987.com.
Yeah, it's great to have an opening night, play at home in front of our crowd, the energy from them. I think to be able to have a good defensive fourth quarter after, a game that was kind of tight, back and forth, felt like they were up 4-6 or up a lot, and just a tight game, and then defensively able to get some turnovers, get some stops, get some separation. I think it fueled some offense. So, from a team perspective, that was great. Individually, I thought the bench, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Thabo Sefolosha on the wings just were magnificent. It's just really great to see them. I thought both of them, the way they work in practice, and it was great to see how they contributed. And then obviously Dwight and Paul are special on the inside. And just, individually, a lot of good stuff. And I thought the defense that Kent Bazemore added when he played, just making everything difficult on them, was a big part of our defense tonight.
Do you stay with Tim and Thabo a little longer in the fourth quarter, since they were such a big part of that 20-4 run?
Yeah, even I could figure out those two guys would play pretty decent. So yeah, I'm sure there would have been like 18 hands and arms pulling me back if I tried to take them out.
Dwight, a ton of rebounds even early. Is that kind of what you envisioned, and the rest of how it made things go offensively? And
yeah, I think Dwight's established himself as an elite defensive player, an elite rebounder, elite shot blocker. So he's proven, and I think his work and his commitment to everything we're doing, very, very pleased with it. And I think the carryover tonight, his activity tonight, it really just makes a difference. I think it can fuel us in our pace. The outlet, the rebound and the outlet to Tim Hardaway, that kind of stuff is, I would just say, special. And so, we're going to want that from Dwight on Saturday, and whenever we play again after that. And I think he's looking forward to being a force.
Coach, how close how long will it take to have Dwight fully, integrated into the offense here? Is it still a work in progress?
I think our whole group is, any team coming out of training camp is a work in progress, and you add one or two players or make some changes. It's going to take time, and then as the season goes, you're constantly evolving and emphasizing different things. So I'm pleased with where he is, and I think he's going to get better, and we're going to get better. And I think he understands a lot of what we're doing offensively, and I think he's very comfortable with it.
Coach, it seems like the defense really stepped up in the second half to stop that first half penetration.
Yeah, no, I thought the defense was the difference. And even I thought Washington was making a lot of tough shots. Washington, individually, players were, for all three quarters, I don't think the defense was that bad. I thought, there was a lot of, kind of good play on both teams. And then, we were able to maybe find a way to get a few stops and take our defense and make it just where we felt good about it.
Coach, what happened on that exchange with Thabo and Wall there? I think it was mid third quarter, had the foul there. What did you see on that?
Well, I think it was Kent Bazemore.
Bazemore, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
And I think, it's one of those things, a breakaway play where, the refs deemed it a flagrant one, and I think Baze is trying to get out of the way, and there may have been some contact, and when a player feels like he's undercut, or you're in a vulnerable position, nobody likes that. And whether it's one of our guys or an opponent, you don't want to see a guy take a fall like that. So understandably, Wall's frustrated, and I think genuinely Baze was trying to get out of the way, and things happen, and they're both competitive guys, but I think it's just one of those unfortunate where it was a bad fall, but I think there was nothing intentional. But the refs called it a flagrant one, and you move on. And I thought our composure coming out of that exchange, I think they were up 6 or 7 after that, and we went on like a little 7-0 run, 8-0 run. So for us to kind of gather ourselves and come out of that exchange with that kind of a run, I thought spoke well for Bays and for our whole group.
Do you think that little situation might have actually fueled the team and given them a little extra?
I don't know what the right word is, but like I just said, I like how we responded to that. There was some adversity, there was some tension and a lot of emotion, and sometimes your teams or your players can go the wrong direction, and I just liked how we came out of it. Thanks. Great, thank you.
Well, no, we've talked about you being more than a shooter and playing well, even when you aren't shooting well. But when it goes like tonight, despite Dennis rubbing the back of your head, I mean, how good does it feel?
It feels, Paul. It feels great. I started off slow, but it didn't stop there. Went over in defensive end, got some stops, got some deflections, rebound, and we were just running constantly. And we picked up the pace on defensive end, which made it a lot easier for us to score on offense.
So many spurts in this game, but again, a 1-point game at the half, 1-point game at the end of 3, and you end up winning by 15. Mm-hmm. You go 5 of 6 from the floor in the fourth quarter. Do you feel extra special that quarter?
It feels good. Coach giving the confidence and the bench guys, to start the fourth quarter and adding Paul to the mix, and we made our stretch from there, changed the defense up a little bit, and we raised the intensity and helped us leak out and get some lay-ins, transition points, and wide open threes.
I'm sure there's nothing quite like scoring, but you seem to get as much out of watching your teammates score. Critique the Thabo reverse dunk in the first half.
Kind of stuck a little bit on that one, but I think he squeezed it in there a little bit. But he definitely brought that energy to be a veteran, to come off the bench and bring that type of energy on both ends of the floor, finding his teammates and just playing with that passion is great. It's great for our teammates, and us bench guys feed off of that.
And getting used to the Atlanta native, watching Dwight Howard grab 15 first-half rebounds and 19 for a ball game. How impressive is that?
It's great, but not only that, he does a great job of just getting deflections and disrupting shot attempts at the basket, and we need that. It makes us guards more comfortable out there to be aggressive on the perimeter defending, and because we know he has our back.
All right, bottle this up, take it up to Philadelphia.
That sounds good to me.
Can I get a loan?
Everybody asking me that out there.
Thank you.
How was this win with the Stevenson opener, getting it off to a really good start?
Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, everybody was competing for 48 minutes. Second half was way better than the first, and we was playing really good defense, and on the offensive end we shared the ball.
How did you feel with this being your first time being an actual floor general, with you having the keys to the car this season?
Amazing. It's great. Like I said before, I worked hard for it, and the organization trusts me now and gave me the keys, and I just try to do the best as I can to win the games.
We out with Hawks point guard Malcolm Delaney. That's your first game here at Phillips Arena. 2016-17 season is officially underway. How did you feel with your first game going up against John Wall and the Washington Wizards?
It was good. I think we had the crowd was good tonight. After the preseason, it's good to see a lot of people come out. I think most people wanted to see how we would be in a regular season game. And I just think we proved that we're still going to be the same unselfish team who plays hard defensively and just plays unselfish. And that's what we're going to do the whole season. We're going to keep improving every night. And I just think we set the tone tonight with a win at home.
The game was pretty close in the first half between you two guys, but you guys took a commanding lead in the second half. Talk to me a little bit about your halftime adjustments and what adjustments you made when you came into the game and decided to run the floor.
Yeah, coach just wanted me to be more aggressive. We wanted to push the pace. We changed the defense up a little bit more. He wanted us to be more aggressive on defense. And I think once we came off the bench in the second half, we got some steals, easy baskets in transition, and Tim and Thabo got it going on offense. So we set the tone in the second half, and we just kept building on that lead.
It'll be a busy weekend. You guys will be heading to Philadelphia for a Saturday game at about 12:30. Then you'll be back here on Halloween to face the Sacramento Kings. So what are you expecting out of your next two matchups?
The same thing. We just need to go into Philadelphia, keep improving defensively, keep moving the ball. I think our offense is always going to come, but as long as we stay solid on defense, I think we'll win a lot of games.
Double-double and a Hawks win in your wildest dreams, what you were hoping for when you came over?
I'm just happy that we came out tonight and all the hard work that we've been putting in the summer and just what we've been doing in preseason. We came out tonight and it showed. We played great team basketball tonight. Paul, Tim, Tavo, those guys had it going offensively, and we got a great team win.
What turned the game around in the fourth quarter?
We just our pressure on defense. We switched some of the pick and roll schemes up. We got after a little bit more, and we got a good win.
Speaking of the defensive energy, a guy like Tabo especially, defense generating that offense here.
Oh yeah. Oh man, Tabo did an excellent job tonight of getting in the passing lanes, getting out and playing good pick and roll defense. He has long arms and he used them very well on the defensive end. So he was the big difference tonight, especially on the defensive end. Him and Tim came in and hit some big shots, and Paul did a great job of spreading the floor, then getting the ball on the post and taking advantage of the one-on-one that they were playing, and we got a good win.
When your bench is playing like this early,
when guys like Tim and Tabo come off the bench and play great like that for us, it just makes our team that much harder to guard.
Dwight, can you take us a little bit through introductions in your hometown opening night? What's going through your head?
I just try not to think about it. Just try to zone out and just focus on the task at hand. I've been in a lot of opening nights, and the worst thing you want to do is lay an egg on the first game. So just try to zone everything out. I think all of us were a little bit nervous in the first half because we want to do so well. We want to, really put on for this city, and I think. It kind of showed early in the game. We had a couple turnovers because we wanted to make the right play every time, and then once we kind of settled in, got our feet wet, we took it to another level.
Well, you've been through a few debuts, as you said. Was there any difference with this one?
My grandma turned 98 today. She was able to come to her. I want to say it's her third or fourth NBA game since I've been, in the league. So it's big for my family, and I was happy that, one, that she's living, to be able to see me play in Atlanta Hawks uniform. So that was very special. I just try not to think about that during the first couple minutes of the game. Her name is Gussie. She from the country when you name Gussie. Oh man!
During that first, there was a couple putbacks you kind of missed. Was that just kind of getting your legs under you, or just kind of?
Just a little bit. Just getting out and getting going. I thought for the most part tonight, I was able to try to be as effective as I can on the offensive glass and on the defensive glass, and just so our team can push the pace. I know. Coach, that's the first thing he said last year. The team, we didn't get a lot of rebounds, and he put a lot of emphasis on me crashing the boards and making sure I do a good job of dominating on the boards. Offensive side, all that stuff will come from myself. I just want to make sure that I'm dominating the glass and making sure on defense I'm contesting shots, blocking shots, and making sure teams only get one chance to score.
How comfortable do you feel in the flow of this offense?
I'm still trying to learn some of the different plays and where to be, but we do a great job in practice of going through each set every day, and guys are really helping me out as far as we communicating. That's one thing that coach has done since the beginning of training camp is making sure that we communicate. We do drills where we have to talk to each other. We can't ask coaches questions. We got to ask each other how to do certain things, and that just really helps with our communication.
In addition to coming home, what was it that made this the right fit for you?
Just the guys here. Isaiah Thomas. I talked to him before I signed, with the Hawks before free agency, and he said find a team with your same spirit, and this team is, we're like one. We're brothers. We hang out off the court. We love to do some of the similar things, and I think that's why we're able to go out on the court and do what we did tonight is because of our spirits and the way we treat each other out the court.
Rebounding can kind of be a thankless task sometimes. What kind of pride do you take in that aspect of it?
Man, it's my job. It's, like I said, that's the first thing Coach said in our first meeting as a team. He said, Dwight, we want you to rebound. You have to defensive, offensive rebound. You have to set the tone for our team on the glass every single night. And, I just take pride in that, in rebounding. I know if we can hold teams to one shot, we're going to be able to get out and transition guys like Cal and Dennis and Bays, where they tend to do great at is in the open court and transition. So if I can get the ball, kick it out to them early, get those easy shots, now our defense is always set. So, it's my job, and I take pride in it. And for us to win, especially win a championship, we got to rebound.
The second half was so much better. Did you all kind of have to work some of the kinks?
I think the first half we turned the ball over a lot. Like I said, being a little timid, trying not to mess up and stuff like that. And once we got that out the way, we cut down our turnovers and which were allowing them to get transition buckets early and easy in the game. We cut back on that. And that allowed us to play that half-court defense where we're pretty good at, where we can really use our length and our size to really bother people on the defensive end. So we just got to continue to do that and enjoy the game.
There was a sequence where Bays and Bill, and Wall got the little fracas there. But after that, Coach know that you guys really were able to kind of settle down.
Well, that's fine. It's going to happen. We got to have that. I said that's one thing about this team. We have a competitive, edge in us. And we're going to fight and we're going to compete, despite what people have said about, this team or some of us as individuals. We all have that edge. We all get out there. We're physical. And we're going to fight, on both ends of the floor.
You feel like this has to be
Dwight, your next matchup is against the Sixers in Philly. You'll be going up against rookie Joel Embiid. Have you seen any tape from his first game, and what are you expecting from you guys' matchup?
It's not a one-on-one game. My job is to go out there and do what I do best, dominate both ends of the floor, and help this team win. I'm not looking, to try to, show who's the head honcho. We win the game. That's the only thing that matters.
Hip Hop's is 1987.com.